Welcome back, friends and family. Today, 400 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I'm so stoked. That's why I thought I throw in another one for this month. This is January 1997. Since I already did 95 and 96 this month, I thought, why not? I don't know how popular those late 90s issues are, but I think this is pretty cool because it features a lot of very, very important cars. To start with, on the cover, as you can tell, Gipsy Rose, a very iconic, probably for most people, the most iconic lowrider. I don't know, I gonna talk some shit on it, but please don't hate me. Anyway, as always, if you want to read something, hit the pause. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach me on Instagram. I tried it in the past with giving out my email here, and I just get tons of spam. And yeah, if someone really sends me a message, it just ends up in the junk folder for some stupid reason. So here's my Instagram handle, hit me up. And yeah, let's chat. Always nice to meet you guys and to get to know you guys, because you guys are full of knowledge and of history. And if you want to share something publicly, if you see a car or someone that you know or yourself in one of those issues, please just write a comment. It's always cool to hear from you guys. And it's very important to keep lowridering and the history of it alive. So I try my best. And here we go. Very famous car, Gipsy Rose. Just looks cool. I've seen the car in person a couple of times. One time I was a little fella and it blew my mind. And then in the Peterson a couple of years ago, and I just still I have to take my time to take that car in. It's like Walt Prey did amazing work. It's just so cool. But what bothers me, I mean, it looks so good on Kragers, but in the late 2000s, I think Dayton Wire Wheels gave them a set. I don't know if that's true or not. Please let me know if this is true or not. But it has pink spokes. And it looks okay. I mean, the wheels are cool. But this car looks so good on those true spokes it had in the first place. And on the Kragers. I mean, it just looks so good on those things. Then the other thing, which I think is very important, I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true, but I saw it. So on the roof there's one rose that's way darker than the other ones, and the tale is that they were done painting and maybe stoned, I don't know, and someone threw a rag with some solvent, some paint thinner or something on the roof, and you clearly can tell, and there's one rose that's a little bit darker as all the other ones, and as you if you look against the light, you can see it's a little bit wobbly, but it's still so beautiful. But here's one thing, the lines, those are way lower than those ones, and there's another part where some lines are covered by the trim, or is it that one? I don't know. It just I don't know, it bothered me. But it's a pretty car. I know I will now, you guys have my Instagram, I get tons of hate mail probably from saying something like that. And yeah, it's a beautiful car, but there are so many other beautiful iconic lowriders out there. So yeah. All the text. I hope you guys get that all in the frame. Sacramento Super Show. Nice Monte Carlo. Nice 60. Clean looking car. And that Monte looks good too. Mini truck. A T-Bird. Those things, I love the paint and the interior. That thing looks cool. '68. I used to have a '68 with that, I don't know what that's called, like a sport coupe or something like that. I always wanted a fastback and I ended up with this thing. '66. Ragtop. Cool with the flip front. '63. The '59. Little Samurai. Man, that truck looks cool. Really cool. The graphics, that's a cool looking truck. Wow, a Pontiac, yeah, Catalina. And Black Widow from Red's Hydraulics. I think Red's Hydraulics is back, they're making a comeback. There we have a little Cheddar. And Freaky 5, as mentioned in the last video, is still around. And I think it's still also like a very iconic car. Like, I don't know. Nice Cadillac. Man, I love those late 70s Cadillacs. Nice custom cars. Also wheel. Oh no, it's a Buick. Sorry, those look so similar to me. Little Blazer or S10. Nice Lincoln. I love all those Lincolns. They make such a nice car. A little Honda on 3. Those 3-wheel motions are kind of funny, you know, the other way around. Those are kind of funny. If you ever have been in one of those cars, it feels weird. It feels like it tilts over, but it's kind of cool. And I love the color combination. That purple and blue, just it goes well. Looks cool. Here's the text for you guys. And there we have, oh, I love that lilac. It's a Nissan Sentra, a 2-door from Maui. I wouldn't mind having something like this as a daily car. I mean, that would be cool. It would be good on gas and it still looks cool, you know, and like just the offset they had with the reversed wheels, and they stuck out on all the Euros in the 90s. I mean, that's kind of cool. They're both from Hawaii. Brother the Kind. Shaka brother. Oh my god, this truck. Like, first of all, the color, it's chopped and it's not a Chevy. I always loved that about that truck. And then that you could see the rear axle, it's cut out in the back. This thing, I loved this thing as a kid. If you know what happened to this car, I tried to do some research and I couldn't find anything. I looked up the car club, I even looked up the body shop in the town. I I think it's Lindsay, California. I forgot, but like I did not find anything about the car. But it's so beautiful. This truck, it is amazing. The color, the everything, like to chop the top, and it's nice, you know, it's even, it doesn't lean too much like in the front or something like that. It's so cool. I love this thing. So here you have like some details of the engine compartment, chrome wheel wells, the interior, and they're just like those little gold touches. The screws here, the wheels. It's such a cool car. This thing is so, it's beautiful. I'm not a truck guy. I don't even know if this is like a C10 or whatever that will be. If it would be a Chevy, I have no idea. But it's so much cooler than a Chevy because it's a GMC truck. The grill is totally different, and it's chopped, and the paint. It's just so cool. Try to get everything in the frame. Here it's a 69 GMC from Lindsay, California, and I think the dad had it from his dad, who bought it new and just stored it away, and then he gave it to his son. And this thing is so cool. Let me know, please, let me know if you know anything about this car, this truck. It would be so cool to know where it is now. I tried to do some research. I even like looked up like car shows or like cruise nights that would be around Lindsay, and no luck. So please let me know. Selecting speakers. And again, we have Joe Ray's Dress to Kill in its final version. I already did a video about this car in that version. There still is in the making a video where he didn't cut the roof like you would have seen in Corvette Summer, and there he did like some minor upgrades: the interior, the headlights, the roof, and yeah, but it's still so iconic. For what I know, I think they taped off the murals and they just repainted the top, but I don't know. Let me know if you know. I should have done my research before just going through like a random magazine, I guess. But I put a link in the description of my other video where I go into this car more in detail, where it was Lowrider of the month. And there are way more photos of the car in that video. So I was thinking I'm not gonna do that today since I already done that. But like so much respect to Joe Ray. By the way, if you watch my other video, I sent him an email if he would be so kind to, in one of his Lowrider Garage videos, to just turn the camera around and show us his cars, because I love his cars. I love the Las Vegas Lowrider, I love the Eldorado, I love Dress to Kill. Like everything he has like is over the top. And he actually wrote back and said yes, he will do that in the next couple of weeks. Also, since my last video where I shared this with you guys, he replied to my other email and he said that I should continue with the thing that I do here, and he thinks it's good, and that made my day. I'm so happy. Man, this thing is cool. A 73 old Delta. I did not know what this thing is, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, Joe Ray, sir, if you watch this video, thank you so much. You, like, that made my day. Little sidekick or a geo tracker. Fox body Mustang, looks cool. Looks cool. I have to admit, this thing looks pretty cool. Red with those like, just looks good with like some gold touches there. Like, cool. Kansas City. There we have a 70 Impala. '64. We have those Vogue tires. Did you guys know that Vogue tires were the first tire company to offer white walls? So every white wall that you see, actually the idea was from Vogue. Vogues, I don't know how to say that. But now they make those other wheels. I don't know, I'm not gonna go into the sound thing as much. And there we have the history of Lowrider magazine. So I try to get everything in the frame. I don't know if we're gonna spend too much time. Just look at those cars. Yeah, this thing is badass. I try to get everything in the frame. So sometimes you guys probably have to skip back if I don't do this, because it's 3 paragraphs. I don't know. Then we have Penthouse. We just featured that issue the other week. Man, look at that glass house. So cool. Yeah, anyhow, I hope you guys will get that in the picture. There we have the Joker. Oh my god. This thing. I mean, he really killed it. He really is what it says there. The El Asesino? I don't know, my Spanish is horrible, but he killed it with this thing. Just beautiful. Just look at all. Man, the fat man steering wheel, the Fulton visor. Oh my god, this thing, the compass, oh god, this thing is so beautiful. And the rear wiper. This thing is beautiful. One of the more prettiest 41 Chevys out there. It's just, and so I follow this guy on Instagram, and he wrote he still owns it. It's sitting in the garage, which I think it's so nice to hear, because for the most, you know, going through those old magazines, it always haunts me, like, where is the car now? Is it like something else now? Is it not this, not in that case, but is it a donk now or something like that? And it's just so not. Just look at the pull down. There's everything so nice, and those exhaust tips, those exhaust deflectors, they're beautiful, but not a real safety star. It's not a real one. That kind of sucks. But overall, this thing is so pretty, and it's used. It's with hydraulics. Like back then in the 90s, as a kid, I always would go through Lowrider magazine, and I always more loved like 30s and 40s cars. And every time I've seen, oh, this car is just like has like lowering blocks in the rear, that killed me. But like this thing, I remember like seeing this thing as a kid, I was like, wow, beautiful. And the paint, I mean, you can't really like tell on camera right now. That's a dark blue. It's a dark blue, and the interior is this light cream color, which is just amazing. And this is beautiful. Beautiful car. But what's up with the heater hose? Oh my god, I'm such a hater. Why do I see this? Why do I have to see the heater hose? Anyhow. Oh my god, it has the take. My god, this thing is beautiful. Beautiful car. With the Fulton 800. If I see a 700 Fulton, you see that edge, it has like that straight edge, where like the 800 series, it's rounded, and it just looks so more beautiful. Beautiful car. Okay, I try to get this all in the frame, so maybe you have to skip back and forth. What a beautiful car. Beautiful. Okay, here we have, I don't know what that is. A Civic? A Honda? It must be a Honda. RNA? I have no idea what that is. Yeah, it looks like a Honda. Those headlight covers are cool. And a lot of chrome in the engine bay. And hydraulics, which is cool. The murals are kind of cool. You have like the Iron Maiden character there. I always think it's cool if you have like a 90s Euro and you have like this fabric, not a vinyl top, they have like those fabric tops. I think that's pretty cool. Makes the car look more luxurious, at least for me. What is it? A Honda Civic. I had no idea. Oh my god, 24 minutes and not even half through. There we have the Nopi Nationals. Wow, that Cadillac is in the air. We have Joker. I mean, that's way more easy to hit back bumper with a Continental kit like that. I wonder if this is like a real aftermarket Continental kit, because you rarely see a Continental kit like this on a 64 Chevy Impala. It was like more common in like the 50s, like the late 50s, you would see a ton of cars with Continental kits where they would extend, and I mean, they're kind of cool. It's like a Swedish or like a Finland thing, where they love those Continental kits. I have a 52 Oldsmobile that no one really cares for, and it's a hardtop with a Continental kit too, and it came like that from the factory, and that like that yeah, it's really special to me. But again, it's like not a lowrider, it's more like a custom car. Once it is a car again, it's in pieces right now. So anyway, someone said that I should do a video about my cars, and I even like mentioned that. I will do that if I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I will it will be an hour-long video. I had a few cars, a couple of cars, but what's this? This is a Monte Carlo, and it has a hard top, and then it is a convertible. Why is it removable? That's pretty cool. It's cool to see a Monte Carlo as a convertible. That is pretty cool. It's really cool. That is so cool. It's removable. That is so cool. And another later Monte Carlo where they chopped off the roof. Looks cool in that gold, in that red with the gold, the grill and the headlight bezels. That looks cool. And this will be a long video. Axle shortening. Ugh. Wow, the Tower of Power. So many people, I think, they don't like this version. But you have to know this version of the Tower of Power, when they cut off the roof, is around since the 80s. I think it was on the cover of October 85 or something like that, and it already looked like this. So the guy, it's now owned by Conrad Garcia, and the guy who had it before that, he just restored it. So it went to the D'Albas, I think, to get like some paint touch ups. But it looked like this. And I know there are several versions of that car. I mean, the most iconic is probably the silver one with the gullwing doors. But there's another one which is like dark blue, greenish or whatever, where it really looked cool. And yeah, it's just my 2 cents. Sorry guys. But yeah, like very iconic car, and I think it's very good to see that there's between like a lowrider and a custom car, it's a fine line. And I will, if I have more time, I will do more road and custom magazines from the 60s and the 70s, because there are so many cool cars that are maybe more in the hot rod field, but they are still so cool, and I think it's just cool to see all that stuff. So I will do more hot rod magazines in the future as well, and old custom magazines. And here's the text for you guys. The chrome dash, so cool. All the louvers. Those taillights. I forgot what those taillights are. If they come from a van? I have no idea. And I remember there's something different about the rear bumper. I think they are shorter and it's from a station wagon or from a Nomad or something like that. You probably want to Google that if you're really interested in that. And I think many gassers, if they even run a rear bumper, they also did that for some time. That was really trendy to get like the station wagon like bumper or whatever that is, or Nomad. I don't know. Now it has like this Carson top style top, you know, the removable top. See how the doors are still like super tiny because there used to be those gullwing doors. And I think they had to chop them down because the door would have been like sticking out too much, and it would have been too heavy. But this is just what I heard. Maybe they just like that style. But on many of those cars that you would see with gullwing doors from back in the day, they would do that. First of all, to stiffen everything. Second of all, yeah, the door would stick out way far. It's not one of those stupid Teslas where they can fold up. Okay, nice bike. Really nice bike. Simple and clean. Okay, Toys for Tots picnic in San Diego. This thing is nice. Nice Monte Carlo. Man, that Bel Air just looks so nice. The 38 Chevy. This thing is so cool. And it's still around. This thing is still around. I love it. It's just so cool. Then we have the truck stop. I have no idea what kind of truck that is. Today I'm really bad with naming cars. I have no idea. That could be, I don't know. It's not a Chevy. I have no idea. It's not a Toyota. But there we have a Chevy. And that looks pretty good on its gold Daytons. Cool. Okay, there's the story on that Blazer, and there's the story on the Isuzu. Crazy. Okay, 33 minutes. Oh Jesus. So I just gonna skip through everything. Lewis hydraulics. Wow, look at the front of this thing. That is pretty cool. That is really cool. Cheddar. A Miata, that looks cool on some wire wheels. Old Cutlass. Okay, I think that's it for today. So we have the art, that's pretty cool. This thing too. Okay, almost 40 minutes. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, and again thank you for subscribing. It's like I've never thought I started this thing like a year ago that I would like post every month, and I started with like 30 subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing and for sharing stuff too, for sharing your stories and your knowledge. And hopefully I see you in the next one. February will be soon. Goodbye.